to the central area to take on the Lynx.
Yeah, 6 games in a row the Lynx have won, and the Aces, they just flipped the Sun. And the last time they were matched up, so a gauntlet of games that you want if you're any kind of competitor.
And you see with the Aces what they look like with Chelsea Gray back in the lineup, and the Mystics the last 6 games. The offense is not what it used to be through the first 12.
Well, look, 72 points per contest out of the gates this season, but Washington, they've increased the amount of threes they have taken, and I think that has made a world of difference. But you do that by taking good care of the basketball. And 26 assists for the 3rd game in a row for Washington.
And that one from Samuelson snapped a Dallas 7-1 run.
27 assists on 31 made shots. That has made the world of difference for how the Mystics have been able to effectively come back in this game and sustain it.
Howard, 6 on the shot clock, kicks it. Uzun. And I think Agumbawale just lost her finger cover as Samuelson took a shot.
That was a great catch by Eric Thibault's.
It was Samuelson's finger cover that came off on that same hand from a couple games ago that had that ball hit it.
Yeah, against New York. Oh my, yeah, you saw it go up in the air. Right there, she's hit it again. Oh my goodness.
And Mystics, in order to get the sub, they gotta call a timeout here. And we take a look at the former overseas teammates with the Caesars Sportsbook handle on the game, Christy.
Well, they have great chemistry with one another. Julie Van Loo surveying with the bullet pass right into the shooting pocket. Maisha Hines-Allen, all she had to do was 1-2 step it and smooch it off the window. In an acrobatic fashion, gets it to go on the reverse. She said, yeah, baby, I love it.
And that chemistry between the two of them, we've noticed since training camp with their time playing overseas and the success that they were able to build with each other.
Absolutely, and I know when I played overseas professionally, I know my best friend was the point guard. We had a lot of great pick and pops and pick and slips. That was my girl, still to this day. Fatima, if you're listening, shout out to you.
That's a true story, ladies and gentlemen. Fatima has been here the last couple of summers.
Let's go.
And the stories she tells us.
Yeah, Fatima Belhaj, yeah, we had some
She was
good
also
times.
your translator.
Absolutely, because I knew nothing. I did not know French, and she saved my life several times with what the coach was saying.
So 1:22 to play here in the 4th quarter. The Mystics holding on to an 87-79 lead. Dallas currently on a 7-3 run.
Big play right here.
And Agumbawale is going to get called for a foul as she folded Dolson.
And what she likes to do, Stephanie Dolson got whistled for a foul doing this in the 1st quarter of this game. She likes to do a little crackback action, which is a little pitch pass, not necessarily a dribble handoff. Sometimes she does that, a DHO is what we call it. But she likes to turn her body and just get it to the guard. And right there, Arike Agumbawale blew right through her, and you can't do that. She got displaced.
I think with Dolson doing that and making that turn to face, it also puts her in a position on why she's such a great facilitating big.
Absolutely, because she can pick and pop and be available for that and not lose sight of the basketball. A good job by Ariel Atkins. They were trying to run Arike Agumbawale off of an Iverson cut. She stayed right with her and disallowed it.
Under a minute to go now. 10-point lead for Washington. Post-game live with Wes, Chastity, and Marissa will follow us. 8 on the shot clock. Van Loo is fouled. Well, Van Loo will step to the free throw line. And a delay game called on Washington.
Julie Van Loo is just so flat out tough, right? I mean, she is a rookie, but she is 31 years old and has a wealth of knowledge. She brings that to the table along with grit and a fierce competitive fire.
The Mystics post-game live will celebrate Pride, Dog Days of ESA, and of course, you know, girls just want to have sun.
Fun in the sun. That's how we do it. Not so much sun because it's hot out here.
Goomba Wale and Coach Trammell. Wanted to call a timeout, but it was off of a Dallas-made bucket, and you can't do that. And inadvertent whistle is called. Eric Tebow was racing to the scores table.
And he also just said to himself, inadvertent whistle. Incredulous response there, but yeah, you can't do that. I thought Washington had something on there, but
Ariel Atkins to the free throw line. And the Mystics now 15 of 17 from the charity stripe. Make that 16 of 18.
90% yesterday from the line for the Mystics and 89% in this game. And that makes a big difference too. Those are possessions that you need to make count. Just a masterful job in this game of sharing the basketball. That has been a difference maker, as well as the glasswork.
Here's Howard. Walled up by Engsler, still able to get that hook shot to go. Shot clock turned off for Washington. And they can dribble this one out once Atkins gets over half. And the Mystics get back-to-back wins on a back-to-back weekend with Dallas, Christy.
Well, Washington had to do it, right? They had to maintain their level of execution. Energy and focus was also in full effect, but it's the sharing of the basketball for me. In team sports, that's what you want. You want to be able to execute and maintain that level of accountability and trust, not just with your teammates, but with the coaching staff. If they know what they're going to get from the bench, a 29-14 advantage in bench points for the Mystics. But they also did a better job in the second half of keeping Dallas off of the offensive boards. They had 8 points in the first half off of second chance opportunity and just 6 in the second half. So better job by them there. 27 assists on 31 made buckets was the X factor.
And Maisha Hines-Allen joins Meg McDonald.
Hey, it's Maisha's turn. She wants to talk about this win, of course. Didn't want to wait for Emily to go. Maisha, you were part of the reason that this you were part of the reason this team had a nice second half surge. What changed coming out of the locker room?
We knew we had to pick it up. They came out aggressive. We knew they were, but we had to take it up a notch, and that's what we did in the second half.
Back-to-back wins on back-to-back days with a short bench for the Mystics. How much pride do you take in being able to come out of the weekend with more wins?
Shoot, we're just trying to string some wins together right now. Dallas is a great team, but we just had to string some wins together, show out for our crowd, and you know, get the win.
Happy Dog Days of Summer. Congrats on the win.
Woo-woo-woo. See you, Ace.
Thank you, Meg. And Ace, Mom will be home soon, as it's time now for the crossover, and we send the 4th dub of the Mystics season back to West Hall.